The following program contains adult language, poor taste in jokes, racial slurs, political slurs, slants, and all sorts of things that if you are sensitive and have a delicate constitution, you should probably go watch Teletubbies. You were warned.
Hey kids, welcome back to Roto Talk.
Putting this in the beginning of this second day of the video, okay? I've already run the boat. You're about to see all that. And I brought her up here to dry. I'm at the top of the hill in my yard and brought her up here just to dry out. And this is something you should always do when you're done running. Try and get as much water out of the pig as you can. Set it in the sun, which I have not done. It'll be okay. The sun will be here in a minute. It's moving. And then let them dry out. Always let your boats dry out if you can. Don't cover them up. Take all your hatch covers off. Make sure everything's copacetic with that. But one of the things that I noticed, and you'll see this run isn't that great, and I said, we're going to continue doing this. We're going to keep tuning this in. We're going to do more videos right back to back with this particular boat. And then we're going to run the G48 and do build series. But with these chuck and chats, I think what we're going to do to make it interesting, I get a lot of, like, the guys in the group, and if you want to join my Discord, our Discord, it's not mine, it's all my friends, and there's, 15 of us maybe, something like that, and we just have a ball. Great friends. Best thing I ever did in RC was creating that group, so shout out to you guys. Whether we talk boats or politics, or it's usually boats, RC junk, and, nauseating boy stuff. But yeah, if you want to join, shoot me an email. I'll shoot you a link. And if you got tough skin and like to have some fun, learn a little bit about boats and learn what not to do in a lot of cases, we'll definitely welcome you. But anyway, what I think I'm going to do with these chuck and chats, as I was saying, with you get a new guy, or I get people that email me all the time, it's like, hey, can you do a video just on engine types and carburetor types? Which I don't think I've ever done. Like, okay, this is a 26, this is a 29, this is a 32 cc. Probably smart to do that. Just like for beginners, because we all take this shit for granted, especially people in forums, I think, the very few that I've ever witnessed, you've been doing this for 20 years or whatever, you take it for granted that everybody knows how the exhaust header is cut and how everything goes on here. So I think to get more value, if there is any in my videos, probably not, I think what we're going to do with these chuck and chats is we're going to work on the boat and continue that particular chuck and chat, which in this case is this guy, until the boat fucking runs nice, or until I throw it in the fire pit, or at least runs well. So you'll see in the upcoming video, this boat doesn't run that great. I haven't run it in 2 years, whatever it's been. Throttle response was turns were terrible, straights were good. The hull's riding perfect. I love the hull, but I'm running the wrong prop. I don't have the engine tuned the way it should. My turn fin's goofy. So to make this video maybe worthwhile, let's keep them going, maybe 2 or 3 more videos in a row. And until we do, let's do, we'll dial in and put in a good prop, and we'll dial in the turn fin and the engine, and that way you can actually learn something instead of just some fucking idiot in Indiana, my boat, and run it. Yeah, it's stupid. So yeah, let's see how this goes. So before the end of the weekend, today's Friday, we're going to do this one again. It wasn't a horrible run. I mean, the boat's back in one piece. That's good. Might be Sunday, might be Saturday, might be tonight. I don't know. We're going to do another episode on this guy. All right. So let me know what you think about that. I think that's a good learning experience. Like, I'm not a hydro expert. I run crackers and skiffs and cats and monos way more than I run F1 hydros. Way more. I've built zillions of them, and I've had zillions of them, and I've had them that run really, really good. This one usually does run awesome. I've had this boat for like 5 or 6 years. But, we all need to brush up on our skills, and I'm by no means an authority on setting up a hydro, so we're going to do it together. So we did a little bit today. Tomorrow or Sunday, we're going to do a little more and a little more until we learn something and get this baby going. So enjoy the movie. Bye. Oh, and welcome back, my kitties. It is a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Yeah, country is still afloat so far. Anyway, won't go there. So, another chuck and chat today. Something a little different I don't usually do. We're going to do one of my Blazer Backlash from Blazer Marine. over in, where the hell are they? In Illinois? No, ML's Illinois.
Blundering ass.
Ohio? Fuck, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Boys Over Blazer. I think it's Mike. Great gear. I have 2 of these. This is the first one I ever built 5 or 6 years ago. Okay, I used to run in Ohio on the river all the time. This one is I've only run it maybe, windshield's coming off, maybe twice ever. Maybe twice. Maybe just once. Very cool boat. Stock 30, something I never do, put a quarter scale servo in, but I had one laying around, so I did. Just a lot of weight that you don't need. Beautiful boat. That boat turned out awesome. I had so much fun building the silver one. I call it the Bullet, affectionately. That I built another one right after it. This one took me quite a while. This is not an easy build to do. Okay, I'll throw up a picture of that's some of the parts. That's on my old table, my old kitchen table back in the day. Zillion parts in this boat. You'd never know it by looking at it, but a lot of parts. I think Blazer Marine stuff is engineered very well. I really do. I've built backlashes, I've built whiplashes, which are electric. At least the one I did was 2 of these. I built 2 of the small Thunderbolt lauderbacks. JJ Horvath, my brother, he built one of these, and he built the slingshot rigger. I have not done that one yet. I might have done some others. Yeah, I did I don't remember. Doesn't matter. Good people over there. And I love this boat. I loved it. I'd probably use a new paint job. But, so I built another one. And the second one I built in about 1/8 of the time, and it turned out 3 times nicer. This one's pretty nice. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't know why I did it this way, but I did. Pretty cool boat. So let's just talk about this real quick. I have not run this boat since last year. Has not been in the water. You can see the dust is still on it. Rear cavity. This is how I set them up. Bunch of schmutz I need to blow out. Just waterproofed my servo. Slapped it in the back here. Got a carbon fiber rod going straight down to the rudder. This is Speedmaster stuff. At least that is. I think that might be Zip Kits. I can't remember. But that's a Speedmaster rudder. Single pickup. Overrated. Whatever. A lot of people swear by them, and they're not bad. I think they're just overpriced. Cowls fiberglass. Got some flotation in there. You do not want to lose that. Now, how I hold my cowl on with this. This is a chuck and chat, so we're going over the boat. These little rings. These are, I get these off Zip Kits. I don't remember what they're actually for. Can't remember. Yeah, they're hatch hold down, tie downs. So what I do is I put them forward a little bit. That way when it's on the cowl, it pulls it forward, and that lip lock locks everybody in. That's all I do. Just like that. And there's one on the side too. And I usually, I've got a little, because it's right in the pipe. Hang on a tick. Got to get it out here. It usually sits out like that. I put a little zip strip on there, and I just pull it in like that. Zoom, chuck it in. Okay. The other one I did a little bit different. This one I actually used a rubber band. I still use the hatches. Rubber band's broken off, and then the rubber band just goes across and latches on the other one. Same principle. Work great. Great. So that's how I do those. Pull those off. The fiberglass layup was really good. Coming straight from Blazer, you can see it wasn't holy. I didn't have to do a ton of repairs, like a lot of filler, no air bubbles, which that's a real pain in the ass when they got that. So very nice. Radio box, technically. Again, just wood covers, no big deal. Typical me drive, so waterproof servo going to a obviously rusty Zip Kits direct drive throttle, which is all I use. I 3D printed a battery case that holds my batteries and the batteries I use, as we all know. Shit the bed. These things, Tenergy 2000 milliamp 6 volts. I get them off Amazon. Fantastic. They last forever. They're very reliable. That's all I use in my Radio Link radio. I use that. and in all of my boats. That's what I use. Typical for me, radio link receiver, no big deal. This one is still on a switch. I have not converted this one over just to a direct plug yet, but I'm going to because I'm done with switches. Go over here, fuel bag. I run a small fuel bag in the hydros because my lake with the buoys and the ski and all that ski jump in there, it's a little nerve-wracking running a hydro sometimes. So I don't mind bringing it in every 10 minutes for a fuel up. That's perfectly fine. Stocks to NOAA 30, yes. Pulley only, a wheel pulley only. Hydros and gas riggers, I do not run pull starts on. To me, it's just, I don't know, it's a race boat. It's just more weight and whatever. And even though I don't race, you're still looking for speed and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I'm going after there. Let me think. Anything else of note? Something to be wary of with these boats. And like I said, this is chuck and chat. So if my cousins ever get done skiing, we're going to chuck this in the lake and we're just going to run it and we're going to talk about it running. It has not been run in quite some time. So I don't know if we're going to have to tune it. I don't know if it's going to suck. We're just going to chuck it in and hope for the best, and we're going to see what happens. One thing to take note of, though, with any boat with a fiberglass cowl, where the plug has to stick out. For instance, Red Baron or SLR Thunderboats, okay, things like that. You have to be really careful because if this edge is sharp, hang on, be right back. Interruption. So, if this edge is sharp, which it was, it will vibrate back and forth, or it can, and cut your spark plug cable. That is exactly what happened to this guy about a year ago. Maybe two. Well, I don't remember. It was a long time ago. And I thought I had foam around that. I guess I didn't. I don't know. I should 3D print a... Actually, you can take some cooling line. Here's a good trick. Take some water hose and slit it down the middle just halfway. Okay? So, like, for instance, of course, the one time I need a piece. Alright, so if you take a piece of this hose and you cut it down the middle like this, kind of like a pool noodle. Alright, so it's like that. Then you can wrap it around like that, all the way around, and give yourself a little cushion. Get the stiffer stuff like fuel line. This is pretty flimsy. I don't think it'll work. I might do it anyway, though. But I couldn't figure it out one time I was running. I think I lived in Ohio. It was a long time ago. And the engine kept cutting out. Like it would run, and then it would cut out, and it would run, and it would cut out, and I just hadn't paid attention. I was like, oh, there's the problem. Got myself a little circumciser there. That's no good. So, that is really the basis of this boat. Wonderful boat. Goes super, super fast. At least it used to. We'll see. Probably the only boat I don't have Zip Kit's engine mount in. Huh. What is this? I don't know. So got to grease up the shaft, and we'll go chuck her in the water and have some fun. Be right back. Right, kids, it is actually the next day. Yesterday was Thursday. My day didn't end well with work. Like, I got really fucking annoyed. And you shouldn't drive a boat like that. So I told my buddies in the boat group, I'm like, yeah, we're going to finish this video today. So, beautiful day. It's Friday. It's 72 or 3 degrees. The water is definitely receding. I mean, you can see it's pretty shallow here. So, unless we get some major rain, it's going to suck. But other than that, beautiful day. I'm just going to launch off here. A little too high off the neighbor's pier for a boat like this because this one has to be kind of flat when you launch it. And that brings up a... interesting thing I guess you should kind of talk about. How do you launch these things when you're alone? Well, I've got 30 some odd plus years of playing guitar, and a lot of that's 12 strings, so I have pretty strong hands. So I literally, when the boat's running, I go like this. You guys have probably seen this in the videos. I pick it up like this, and then I kind of wing it around so it's like that. And then I launch it. It's not for the faint of heart if you're not used to doing that. But, you know, I'm not going to have little tiny Mrs. Road Geek launch them. I have 2 daughters. I have a big 6'4", 260-pound son who's 30 But he's never here. He's always at his house with his family. So I'm on my own. And when you're on your own, you find a way. So like I said yesterday, can't even remember the last time I ran this fucking boat. I mean, I think I ran it last year. I don't remember. If I did, I was probably drinking. Don't remember. Yeah. So I'm just going to go with whatever the fucking engine settings are, honestly. I remember last time I ran it ran okay, but I don't remember when that was. So we're going to fire it up. It literally hasn't been running a year and a half, maybe 2, because I usually don't run hydroplanes like this. Not Thunders, but like F1 hydros and gas riggers. I usually don't run a whole lot during the summer when all these buoys and the skis are in, ski jump is in. It's just too fucking risky. They're fast boats, really difficult. It's easier when I'm on my neighbor's pier because you're a little higher. I should build a platform here, I guess, but yeah, I wait, about another 3 weeks. They're going to pull everything out, and then I have free reign until it freezes. And I will run, usually, if the water's deep enough. I'll run till it December. I've done it before. Last year I didn't because we were so low in the water. It just wasn't worth messing around. I couldn't even get the rescue boat in. So yeah, that's about it. So I'm not really hip on running a hydro with all this shit, but we're going to see what happens. So let's do a quality check here, make sure everybody's running, working radially. Check our fail-safe. Be very upset if this boat breaks. I love this boat. Right is right, left is left. All right, we're going to fire it up. I'm going to let this engine warm a fair amount before I chuck it in, because this thing it's probably still got fogging oil in it from when I winterized it last. So hopefully it runs. So we're going to get her good and warm. Okay, stand by, my little chiquitas. Okay. Oh yeah. Ooh, turn fin's nasty. Woo, hopping in the turns. Hopping in the turn, motherfucker. Yeah, throttle's a little. Turn fin must got knocked since last time I ran it. Well, like shit. So the engine definitely. Did we flip? No, looks like we're right side up. So the engine isn't running great. It's very boggy. You can see that my no battery. You can see that my throttle response was really, really bad. Because I would let up in the turns, and then I tried to accelerate again, and it was it just kind of dog out. Luckily, it just stalled. It didn't flip, so no huge rush to get out there. But yeah, a lot of you guys have never seen this. This is a mess, a hot mess in here. Yeah, I'm gonna fast forward through this part. This is a chuck and chat. So for a boat that's never been run, no, I shouldn't say never, hasn't been run in a very long time. Seen worse, done worse. So what I might do, look, the magic weeds. What I might do is bring my engine back to stock tuning and see where she sits. We can retune. But that turn fin's in bad shape. Am I going to fix it today? Yeah. To chuck and chat. just want to have a little fun. I would like to get that engine. I don't mind slowing down in the turns a little bit. Don't mind that. But that engine's sucking. Okay. There we go. Holy crap. Alright, the thing shrunk. Alright, if you want to fast forward through all this crap, be my guest. So the conversation goes on, as usual, all the time. The ultimate rescue boat. My guys are always saying, "What's the ultimate rescue boat, JJ?" And us in the Discord, in the group, we're always trying to figure that out. I'm driving the best rescue boat right now. In my opinion, I've done them all. I have not done it. Yes, I did an airboat too. I've done them all. You name it, I've done it. I don't think there's a rescue boat that I have not tried yet. So, either way. So, this little doohickey, pretty obvious what that is. Boat rack. See, we didn't flip. Maybe we did flip and it just landed right side up. I don't know, but we're going to bring them engine settings down. I'm going to see where it's at. Knowing me, very, very lean. And like I said, you know, last year if it was colder when I ran it and I tuned it, it's pretty warm today. It's 77, 78. You know, it could be a matter of that. So usually what you should do, yeah, she's in good shape. What you should do is sit and set up your engine every season. You shouldn't do what I do. It's like, hey, ran good last year, fuck it, let's just throw it in. No, that's bad math. Okay. All right, and I'll pick this guy up. Whoa, what the hell did I just hit? All right. Nice. All right. All right, I won't bore you with the trip back. We'll go ahead and do our thing. I'm going to bring the engine. I'll just turn on the camera when we get back. Be right back. We are back. Okay. So, we're going to bring in everybody. So, our low speed, half, 1 1.25. Full speed, half, 1, about the same. 1. So, we're going to open everybody up. My usual 1.5 on a 1048 carb. 1.5. We'll make the low a little leaner. And then half, 1 half. And we're going to run it. See what it does. See what it does on stock. I think it'll run fine. It might not be as fast. I might have to dial it in. I pulled this trailer in the wrong spot. Look at that shit. Alright, here we go. Let's fire this baby up. Where's that? Yeah, that turn fin's kicked. Needs to come in. Yeah. I'm gonna worry about the engine first. I don't care about the turning right now. We may be flooded. Maybe flooded. So I'm going to kick the gas off for a momento. There we go. That's stock. I don't know where I'm at on buoys, so being a little careful. Needs to lean out a bit. Bring it in. We'll lean her out a little bit. Both of them need leaned out. Throttle response sucks. Well, maybe I won't lean out the low. Alright. Gotta love it when they come in. But yeah, man. Do we need some kick to the left. Fair enough. Okay. And major turn fin work, but I don't think that's going to be today. I'm kind of on limited time because it's 2:40 or 2:30, something like that. My cousins I know are going to be skiing right after school, and I don't feel like fucking around with that because it'll be my luck. I'll spin out. I'll have to go get the boat, and the ski boat will come out there, and it's a pain in the ass, even though I love my cousins. All right, so we're going to go a little bit more. Okay, just touch that. I wish you could run this without the cowl, just for testing, but you can't. Whew. That's a lot worse. Huh. That was a lot worse. That's strange. I wonder if I'm running a 1048 carb on this. It might be the wider carb. I don't know. Because that really, for what I barely turned it, for those of you that are having problems tuning your pipes or tuning your boats, pay attention to this. Hey, that's where that went. Fucking hell. I was looking for that. All right. So I'm going to go back to 1.5. I'm actually going to go the other way. So half, 1, half. Starting point, usually on a 1048. At least that's where I always put it. I'm going to open it up. Not much. Just a little bit. 3 degrees. I hate it when people say, open your fucking high-speed needle to 1 5/8. It's like, what the hell does that mean? That's like 1.5, 1.5. That makes sense. 2 makes sense. 1 1/4 makes sense. How do you have length distances and rotational variance? I mean, you can, but it's really, really fucking annoying. Okay. We might let it cool a little bit. Okay. Here we are. Let's try her again. I did raise my idle a touch. Now it's too rich. Wow. Being picky today. Yeah, nasty. All right, so I think what we're gonna do, I'm gonna run this thing some more. It might be tonight, it might be tomorrow. Just depends. It's Friday. We'll see how it rolls. But it's time's getting down. I got other things I need to do. So yeah, not bad. We just need dialed in, and maybe let's keep this one going, because I think a lot of people are, they're not as used to hydros, so might be some good information out here. We'll get this fucking engine running better, for one thing. That's terrible. I shouldn't even have fucked with it. It was better before. And you'll have that. When you're tuning, it can be frustrating. Hydros especially, because everything, let's talk about this for a second. Everything adds drag. All right, and when you have a tiny little model engine, okay? These are tiny engines. They're not big. You might think they're big, but they're not. So anything that you have that adds drag, turn fins, your rudder, okay? And if your rudder is constantly tilted to one side, right? And you're always fighting, that adds a lot of drag, right? And I notice mine's pulling a little bit, so I'll check the prop, make sure it's balanced. It is sharp. I checked that yesterday when I polished it. But aside from that, I shouldn't have a ton of drag. But once I adjust, I like the way the hull is riding when the engine's running better. When we first threw it in, it was about a turn and a quarter on the high speed. And it wasn't horrible. The only thing was the throttle response kind of sucked. Not bad, but part of that might have been the drag because my turn fin's real bad too. So yeah, you know, and I am running a very steep prop. Maybe we'll do that too. This prop is really hard to tune in. It's like you either get it or you don't because it's really, really big. I don't remember the size. Maybe I'll just put a good old 7013 or whatever those things are, 7016 on there and just run it old school, just so everybody can see it, just kind of go. Yeah, it won't be lightning fast, but it's not lightning fast right now either. And then we can also, it looks good sitting on the water though. Then we can also dial in that turn fin and get a nice run out of this boat, because it is a beautiful boat. This boat runs so nice when it, you know, give me some credit, it hasn't run in 2 fucking years. So, you know, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna take some pictures of that shit. You guys are gonna see this in the, see, this is the best way to take pictures of your boat. Y'all want to take cool boat pictures and post them on Insta and YouTube. Hell yeah, look at that. Shit ain't even sinking. All right, anyway, I'm gonna get this thing. So we'll continue this either tonight or tomorrow. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it going. I wanna get this boat successful, and right now it's just kind of, it's fun, but it turns like shit in the engine. I need to put the engine just back, and then we'll figure out where all the drag's at. So until tomorrow or tonight, we also need to do the G48 as well. The rebuilt engine, and we also have the boat build coming up. That's the ML Boatworks, named after some guy or a hot puddle or some frickin' mono. I don't know. It's an FE32. I just need something to build. I'm waiting for everybody to do new boat kits, gas boat kits, and I built everything out there, as you guys have heard me rant about 75 times, that I ain't got nothing to do, nothing to build. So I have all the guts for an electric boat. So me, and I should say my buddies and I in the group, in the Discord group, we all ordered, not all of us, but a bunch of us ordered this mono from ML Boatworks. And he's probably thinking, why the hell did I just sell 7 of these in one day? You're welcome, Mike. That would be me convincing my boys to, I didn't convince nobody, I just said I was going to do it, and that was the end of that. So anyhow, that'll be fun too. So we have some cool stuff coming up, but I do want to get a nice run out of this. I love this boat. This has been my favorite hydroplane for like 5 or 6 years. She's a little bit neglected, so we need to dial everything in. But look at that rake on that prop. So we're going to put on a good old-fashioned 70 whatever and just call it good. I know that prop runs great, but you just have to have everything absolutely perfect, and I'm not in the mood for that this late in the season. So until the next time, kids, be it tonight or tomorrow, hopefully, if nothing else, Sunday, keep the dry side up, have fun, be safe, don't cut any fingers off on your props, and I'm going to hit Garfunkel. Oh no, Garfunkel. Say it isn't so. Nobody likes you, everybody likes Simon. I haven't even started drinking yet. You believe that shit? Uh-oh. Oh, he didn't recap. All right, kids. See you later.